But I'm just very guarded now. I'm very, very guarded. I was always on alert, but I'm on high alert because I really don't know who I can really trust. Because what I've seen over the last 6 months, there are very few people that you can actually trust.
Where I'm going?
That used to call, that used to text.
Yeah.
I ain't heard from them since this happened. I appreciate you, Ocho, because you're like, hey, when you text me, Unc, I'm with you.
Yeah.
Whatever we got to go through, we going through it. You ain't by yourself.
Shannon Sharpe recently dropped a bombshell on his podcast with Ocho, exposing what seemed like a deep betrayal from someone he considered a friend. For the past 6 months, Sharpe's life has been rocked by a legal battle with an OnlyFans star who accused him of sexual abuse. In a revealing moment on the podcast, Sharpe opened up about the isolation he felt during this time. He pointed out that people who used to call him, text him, and reach out for everything disappeared when he was facing his darkest moment. And it seems like one name on that list is none other than Stephen Smith. While he didn't name him directly, the jab was clear. Those who once had his back seemed to vanish when he needed them most. Let's break down what Shannon Sharpe just exposed and the implications of this betrayal.
But what it did do is it really showed me who's really, really there. Right.
Shannon Sharpe went on to reflect that the challenging experience helped him identify who his real friends were. He made it clear that Stephen Smith, someone who had once called him brother, completely disappeared when he needed support the most. Sharpe emphasized that this absence spoke volumes about Stephen's true nature, revealing the kind of person he really was. For Sharpe, this moment was a turning point, showing him who was genuinely there for him in his darkest hours, and who, despite past closeness, was quick to distance themselves when things got tough. Shannon Sharpe went on to express his disappointment, stating that Stephen Smith didn't even bother to call him during this difficult time. He highlighted that Stephen wasn't someone who was physically distant. They had always been in touch before. Yet, when the situation unfolded, not even a single call came from him, leaving Sharpe to feel the weight of his absence more deeply. This lack of outreach spoke volumes about the nature of their relationship and reinforced Sharpe's belief that true support had been lacking when he needed it most.
I'm talking about ain't called. Ain't called. And I'm talking about we were talking once a month, twice a month.
Right.
What actually happened was that a woman, only identified as Jane Doe, filed a $50 million lawsuit against Shannon Sharpe, accusing him of abuse, rape, and sexual assault. The allegations went even further, with the lawsuit claiming that Sharpe secretly videotaped their private encounters and distributed the footage to third parties. Jane Doe sought $50 million in damages, alleging that the trauma from the incidents caused her significant emotional and physical harm. The accusations rocked Sharpe's life, leading to public scrutiny and a legal battle that would expose the fragility of some of his closest relationships.
Older than her, it escalated into him allegedly insisting they record their sexual activity, sometimes without her knowledge, him sharing those videos with others, him allegedly telling her that he would do things to her that, quote, would make no other man want her, that he allegedly manipulated her, controlled her, threatened her, intimidated her.
During this time, Stephen Smith took the opportunity to criticize Shannon Sharpe, accusing him of making a foolish move by bringing evidence against the model to the media. While Sharpe was simply trying to protect his reputation, Smith didn't hold back, calling out Sharpe's decision to publicly share private text messages and explicit details. Though Smith claimed to be praying for Sharpe, he strongly advised him to keep a low profile and allow the legal process to unfold. He suggested that Sharpe's public defense, particularly his release of sensitive content, could ultimately be more damaging than helpful.
On X yesterday, and they spoke about and they revealed some of those explicit text messages. That was uncomfortable. And I don't know if that's a strategy that would work. One of the hardest things in the world for all of us to do is to just lay low and be quiet. And let our legal team do it.
At the time, Stephen Smith attempted to manipulate the narrative by pretending to be deeply concerned for Shannon Sharpe, claiming he was praying for Sharpe's innocence. However, it quickly became apparent that Smith was more focused on capitalizing on the drama than actually supporting his colleague. Despite his public statements, he never reached out to Sharpe during the crisis. In an emotional moment, Smith expressed, "I've said it before and I'll say it again. I pray to God Shannon is innocent in this." His words seemed more about protecting his own position in the story than offering genuine support to Sharpe.
And respect for Shannon Sharpe, and I'm sincerely hopeful and prayerful that he is completely innocent of the allegations that have been levied against him. I can't sit here.
Now that the case has concluded, Shannon Sharpe has come forward to expose Stephen A. Smith for what he truly is: a dishonest man more concerned with maintaining his public image than being a real friend. Sharpe revealed that Smith, who portrayed himself as a close ally during the ordeal, was nothing more than a manipulator. Despite presenting himself as a supportive figure, Smith's actions spoke louder than his words. Sharpe emphasized that Smith's public persona as a concerned friend was just a facade, and behind it was a man who prioritized his own image over genuine loyalty or support.
I don't want y'all to have the wrong impression, but I'm just very guarded now. I'm very, very guarded. I was always on alert, but I'm on high alert because I really don't know who I can really trust.
Shannon Sharpe then took a moment to praise Ochocinco for being there for him during the toughest times. He shared how, unlike others, Ocho reached out to him, sending a message that they were in this together. Sharpe expressed deep gratitude for Ocho's unwavering support, highlighting how the text reassured him that, no matter the situation, he wasn't alone. While many distanced themselves, Ocho proved to be a true friend, standing by Sharpe's side when it mattered most, showing loyalty that Sharpe had come to deeply appreciate.
I appreciate you, Ocho, because you're like, hey, when you text me, Unc, I'm with you.
Yeah.
Whatever we got to go through, we going through it. You ain't by yourself.
In the end, Shannon Sharpe's journey through this turbulent legal battle has revealed far more than just the complexities of the case itself. It has exposed the true nature of relationships within the public eye. What started as a shocking accusation from Jane Doe, alleging abuse, rape, and sexual assault, quickly turned into a public spectacle, where Sharpe's life, reputation, and friendships were scrutinized. In the midst of this crisis, Sharpe expected support from those he had considered close allies, particularly Stephen A. Smith. However, Smith's actions, or lack thereof, painted a stark picture of self-interest. While Smith publicly claimed to pray for Sharpe's innocence, his refusal to offer personal support, combined with his media criticism of Sharpe's efforts to defend himself, made it clear that his concern was more about maintaining his own image than genuinely helping a friend in need. In contrast, Ochocinco stood out as a beacon of loyalty. While others were quick to distance themselves, Ocho's message of solidarity, "We're in this together," offered Sharpe the comfort of knowing that some friendships still meant something. Ocho's support, even during the most difficult moments, highlighted the importance of true friendship over the performative gestures so common in the public eye. Through this ordeal, Sharpe has learned valuable lessons about loyalty, authenticity, and the importance of having real friends who stand by you, not just when things are easy, but when it truly counts. The experience has left him more cautious and discerning about who he allows into his inner circle. As for Stephen A. Smith, his actions have exposed the fragility of their friendship, and Sharpe's recent revelations are a testament to the truth he's discovered about those he once trusted. What do you think about the way Stephen A. Smith handled this situation? Was his public support for Shannon Sharpe just a way to protect his own image, or did he genuinely believe in Sharpe's innocence? How does this betrayal reflect the dynamics of friendships in the public eye? And what does it say about the people who are quick to distance themselves when things get tough? On the other hand, does Ochocinco's loyalty set a new standard for what true friendship should look like in such high-pressure situations? What's your take? Do people in the spotlight face a different level of loyalty, or is it just a matter of character?